What's up, comic creators? I'm going to show you quickly how to do some color editing techniques within the CapCut mobile app. This will help enhance your footage and make you look pro. It's very easy to do once you kind of know what buttons to click, but go ahead and select the footage that you want, click on the footage you want, and then in your menu scroll over until you see the adjust icon, and it's the one with the little bars on top of it. But go ahead and click the adjust, and that's going to open up all of your adjustment settings. Obviously you've got all the different specified settings here, but you can click on filters, you can click on video quality, but right now we're going to just focus on adjust. And so you can start off here with your brightness. On the left hand side of your screen, what you're seeing, you'll see the changes I'm making to your footage itself. On this clip for the mountains, I don't really think I need to adjust brightness too much. So you can kind of see as I make the adjustment how it gets a lot darker to the left, a lot brighter to the right. But contrast is where you're really going to see some changes, but ever so slightly to the right will kind of increase that contrast between the shadows and the brightness of the project. It really makes a difference already. You can kind of see the footage really pop more. Saturation is another one when you're messing with color and all that kind of stuff. And so I'm just going to do a little bit. If you go overboard with this, it really does not help. It'll make it look crazy, but just a tiny bit of saturation there. Exposure doesn't really need. That's just going to adjust it even more with the light and the darks. I normally with sharpen will do at least 30. HSL, which is hue, saturation, and luminance. Now this can click a specified color in the project, so I'm going to click on the green here, and that grass that's on the lower end, when I start adjusting this, hopefully it'll make it pop. Like if I go all the way to the left or right, you'll see the massive changes on hue. I can make it look more fall, or I can make the green pop a little bit more. In the saturation bar though, I really want to make those greens pop just a little bit, so you can kind of see how the greens start to pop and stand out a little bit more. That's a great way you can enhance your footage, really easy to do. And then I can kind of mess with the hue a little bit, just a tad, not too much. And then luminance really isn't going to do much in this clip because it's so bright in the clip, you're not going to make much of a difference there. But if I click over to the blue in the saturation or in the hue, I can increase. See how I can go crazy with this? I can make it purple. You can really go nuts with this stuff. But in the saturation, I'm gonna just increase the. Let me adjust this real quick. I'm just gonna increase the color here just ever so slightly, which will really make that blue pop in there. And you can really see the blue kind of pop within the video clip itself. That's what I'm looking for. That's what I'm trying to do, is really make that difference. And so you can kind of see some of the other options here. I don't really mess with too much. I can kind of mess with the shadows, but I've already kind of messed with the contrast. So when you start messing with both, it really isn't making that much of a difference. It's overdoing it. The key here with this stuff is just slight changes. That's how you make it look pro. It's these little changes that you make compounded on top of each other in the clip that really make the difference. And so the fade, sometimes I do that, sometimes I don't, because it kind of can take away from everything you just did, but sometimes it looks great. But vignette, I normally just do a slight, like you can go crazy with this and you can really make it dark, but if you just do a light touch of it, it really helps make the project pop a little more. You can see I can go really crazy with it. If you go the other way, it makes it white, but just a little bit really makes the difference in the clip. And then I just click the check mark in the bottom right hand side, and that will apply all the changes. And now you can kind of see in this sample project that I'm doing the massive changes that it made to the whole clip, or to the clip as a whole. And so I can do this to one other clip. I have another clip over here which might better suit a lot of you that are watching all the way at the end of the project. There is a clip for the guy that I've been using in most of my videos. And so I'll scroll over to him real quick here, and I'll show you some changes I can make to that footage. And it's right here. So this is our guy here. You can see it's very faded, raw footage. So click it again, go over to adjustment, and I'm gonna just adjust some of the stuff here. It opens up to where you last were, so I'm gonna go back to the beginning here. First thing I'm gonna do is contrast, and you can already see as I touch that contrast just slightly how much of a difference that makes. And you can see in the footage there with this jacket and his sweater, it really kind of makes it pop. Saturation, you don't want to do too much because his skin color, like it really will make your skin look blotchy. But exposure, not much. Once again, this shot is very light. Sharpen, I'm going to do HSL again, hue, saturation, luminance. Now you can see as I go crazy on this red, it really could go nuts and make the flesh look really bright red, but I'm just going to do a tad, just a bit, to kind of make that sweater kind of pop just a little bit. You don't want to go too nuts with it. You can kind of mess with some other colors here, like I can mess with the greens in the background and see, but I'm pretty sure from what the footage looks like, it's kind of like a wintry time, so it might have a little bit more of a fall. Yeah, see, the green's not really doing much. So this is what it is just kind of like playing around with it. Probably, if I mess with this a little bit more, I bet you it's going to be in the orange a little bit. Is probably where you're going to get a lot of the difference. And because, yeah, you can see how if I pull back on the saturation on that, you can see the trees in the background. This is all this is, guys. You just get in here and you experiment with it, and you just mess around to try and see how you can make the footage pop a little bit more, and not be afraid of, you know, playing with it. Once you get into a rhythm of it, you'll start to see and look for things that could really make the difference in your project. And so you can adjust the temperature here. So the temperature really is the mood. You can kind of go more orange or blue. And so with this one, I'm going to just tad a little bit over to the orange, just to make that footage kind of feel a little bit warmer. But here I'm going to add the vignette. Again, vignette is always a great little trick, classic. But there you go. You have your kind of basic setup there to make that footage pop. Click the check mark in the bottom right hand side. And these are the basic things that you can do for your project. I think next what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you, I don't think there's a way I can do it in the mobile app, so I'll just add in the original raw footage again so you can see the difference of just all that makes. Because over time, as you play with it with your eyes, it's very easy to kind of forget what it looked like originally and make it look like you're not doing anything. So here's our new, there's our old. Do you see the difference? There's your new footage there, and there's your old. So you can see the massive difference that makes with your clips. So this is our new footage here that we just edited in the beginning. I'm going to add in again real quick the original, so that way I can show you what it looked like. So that's the original right there. The color, you can kind of see that. I'm going to scroll all the way over because I just threw it right in the front. And there's your new. So there, see the pop difference there. There's the original. There's the new. It looks great. Hopefully that helps, guys. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments below, and I will catch you guys in the next one.
Thank you for watching. If you found this video helpful, please take the time to like, comment, and subscribe, as it helps us to further please our YouTube overlords. Check out more links in the description for continued assistance on your CapCut projects, and please keep your arms and legs inside the craft until it comes to a complete stop. Be sure to mind your headspace and watch your step as you exit. Failure to comply may result in serious injury or death. We will see you next time, Comet creators. End transmission.